analog forests in the interior are antique forests. They're so old. They're very, very precious forests. And so I think what happens in forestry is, well, in the 1970s I showed you pictures of the continuous clear cuts that are occurring, or did occur, in the mountain hemlock zone. Logging stuff like this. And the stand dynamics does not match that kind of logging. Right? These stands regenerate through small gap dynamics. The trees are shade tolerant. Some of them, requires protection to regenerate. It requires shade. It requires its neighbors. And so that kind of logging, continuous clear cutting, it just don't work. Excuse my language. It doesn't work. I mean, you can get trees to grow. You can plant them, but it's not the same forest that was there before. It's a very different kind of landscape, and it's very difficult to get those trees back. So, one of the things about the mountain hemlock zone is that the logging is very much dictated by the market. And when the market gets good, they start logging up here. And they get into areas as the operability increases. That means that as the prices of the wood goes up, suddenly they can afford to put that road in, and suddenly they can afford to start cutting. And so, without good regulation on what goes on up here, we could easily slip back to what was done in the 1980s and the 1970s. So I just want to bring that up. These are really precious forests. They're old growth, they're ancient, they're diverse, they store a ton of carbon, there are watershed sources, they're a source of wildlife habitat. We love to ski and recreate in them, and yet, we haven't, I don't think, done a good job, and we definitely have the capability of going back and making it more of a mess. So, as young foresters, it's your job to make sure that doesn't happen, right? Now that you know something about the dynamics of these mountain hemlock forests.